Ladies and gentlemen, hello. I am here with Aitziber Salazar, my good friend and basketball enthusiast from the Basque Country, from Vitoria, and a big Baskonia fan. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for inviting me.
You are the first woman ever on this show. Yay!
Wow,
Congrats to you,
it was
Aitziber.
time for it already. Huh? There
Yes,
are a lot of women that we are fans of basketball, so it's good that finally you managed to get one of us involved.
absolutely, absolutely. I didn't bring you here though because Baskonia is not doing well this year.
No, we are not doing well, but I'm sure we will improve. I mean, we will not be the last ones as we are now on some of the predictions at the beginning of the season were saying. I'm sure we will, at the end, be strong and, like every year, try to get into the top 10 at least.
We are on week 6 already, that is starting on Wednesday, the 22nd of October. Okay, and it starts in Serbia. Maccabi Tel Aviv against Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Okay, I say Real Madrid as well. What is your explanation?
Well, I think Real Madrid, it's not as strong as it used to be other years at the beginning of the season, at least. I mean, he has won one in the ECB League, the other one he lost against Baskonia last week. And even though they have a really good team, they're struggling. But as I said, Real Madrid is a super strong team. They are playing away, but it's true that Maccabi is not playing home anyway. So in that sense, that's not something that is as strong as in other games or in other sports. And I have to say, I don't like them, neither Maccabi nor Real Madrid, but in this case, I would say that I prefer Real Madrid and Maccabi as well, in the personal opinion as well.
Yeah, so I agree. I mean, Maccabi loses a lot of their strength because they don't play at home, because just like Baskonia, they have a very strong home court. And I don't think they have such a good team. And you know what? I think that the whole Euroleague, their only goal was to win against Hapoel so that they can save the year, and that's it. That's what they cared about. Villeurbanne, Dubai.
Dubai.
Ooh. I'll go with Villeurbanne. Tell
I
me
say
your,
here
your
Dubai
idea.
because they have a really good team. They managed to put a lot of money, and that's the thing. Some of the other teams, like for example Villeurbanne, they don't have that much money, even if they have strong projects, as this is the case with Tony Parker behind. And Dubai is not doing anything else than playing Euroleague with a lot of millions of euros or dollars or whatever they want to use. So their team is strong. They are not as tired as other teams that they have their local leagues as well, which are strong leagues. Like for example, the Spanish teams that they are suffering because there are so big teams in their local leagues as well.
Best league in Europe.
And for other teams, maybe going to Dubai, it's going to be strong because of the distance, but they have private planes, they have private everything, and they are used to it. They know that they will be doing this.
As you said, Tony Parker, we love you, brother. We want you on the show. However, I choose Villeurbanne because I think that Dubai, exactly for the reasons that you said before, because they don't have a competitive league, they can't get into a rhythm. It reminds me of the year that Olympiacos was not playing in the league at all,
Yeah.
the Greek league, and so they could not get into a rhythm unless there were 2 games of Euroleague the same week. So I don't think against a team that is actually running like hell, like Villeurbanne does, Dubai cannot really match up that. Hapoel Tel Aviv against Monaco.
Monaco.
Okay, I will go with Hapoel. Explain yourself, please.
Well, again, even though they are playing home and they are doing so far better than other teams, their home, it's not home. They are playing in Bulgaria. They are not playing in Israel. So those games, it's always about who is stronger playing. And Monaco is playing a league. Maybe it's the same that we were talking before about Dubai. It's not the case for Hapoel. They are more thinking in Europe because of the situation. So I think the rhythm of Monaco, it's going to be strong. They are always strong. So I will go for Monaco because of those reasons.
I don't know if you know actually about this, but there is like a background here between the coaches. Like Spanoulis and Itoudis, let's say they were not the best friends at some point, but now I think there is always mutual respect. But there have been some things, around. So both of them will like try to win like crazy because I think it's the first time they ever play against each other. I think Itoudis is obviously more experienced.
It is.
Spanoulis might be in 5 years the best coach in Europe, maybe
He might be, because he was a great player, definitely.
Yeah.
He has learned from the best, but as you said, he's still young in his new role, so he might do something really good. Like, for example, last year Thiago Pinto did. Let's say he was a really good player and he took Paris to something that no one was expecting, but at some games with certain situations he was not able to manage because he didn't have all the knowledge that he will have in the future. And now he's second in NBA, and I'm sure he will be a great coach in NBA, like proper, like head coach as well.
I just think that the problem that Spanoulis has is that because he was with the national team of Greece this summer, he hasn't really trained his team. They haven't really practiced together as much. The same problem that Panathinaikos has, but we're going to discuss about this later on.
Yeah.
And so that's why they are not really yet into a rhythm, the rhythm of the team that was a finalist last year. I think they're going to need some time. Well, Hapoel continued from winning Eurocup, and they have a rhythm that I think they don't have a home court, as you said very wisely. But Misic is just a couple of hours drive from home, right? So maybe he feels like home there, and he will start at some point playing not as a former player, but as we remember him, before the NBA. Let's go to another difficult one now. Barcelona against Žalgiris.
This one is, for me, the most difficult one, I would say, because Barcelona is doing well and it's playing home, but Žalgiris is right now the first one and he's doing really good, so it's complicated to decide. I would go, just because I like it and it's a personal touch, I would go for Žalgiris, but it's just because I need to decide one or the other.
You know what, even though Barcelona seems also to have players that are like 175 years old each, and they play really well, but they don't have the spark that they used to have, I will go with them just to go against you.
I would say Valencia, and I will say why. I think Valencia managed to put again so much money into the account. They have good players, different roles, that I think it's gonna be their best Euroleague so far since they played, because they've been in and out for many years. They want to be also the leaders in the Spanish league. They managed to be the champions of the Super Cup, which is not something that big, but they started with a championship. And I think it's going to be their best team. On the other hand, we have Armani. Armani, we said before, Italian teams can bring the best or the worst. This year, they are not that much into the best. They changed the coach as well. And I think that will have their impact at the end on how they are playing.
Yeah, it's exactly as you say. With Armani, it's like they're trying to make it so that you never can guess how they're going to play. They just beat Žalgiris, which is the best team so far, so easily. And the week before, they had lost easily from Bayern, who they are not that good this year, Bayern. So I really don't know what to expect from them, but I think that because Valencia is coming back to the Euroleague, sometimes they're going to lose because of a lack of experience of the competition. And so the fact that this is not a double week might help Milano, but they have also some older players to actually recover properly and play at their full strength. So that's why I'm going with them. The last game for Thursday, the most important game. Cervena Zvezda against Baskonia.
It's gonna be our first win, Baskonia.
Okay, I really hope so. But I don't believe it, so Red Star.
Yeah, I mean, this one is just hurt. I need to support my team. This year we are not doing well.
Heart or hurt?
Both. Let's see with the new introduction if they manage to train. For us, it's good that the game is on Thursday. So in theory, Kobe Simons is supposed to arrive tomorrow to Vitoria. The team is going to fly tomorrow back home. They have at least 3 days to practice that they didn't have that chance last week. We will have a new player, which we really, really need. And let's hope that the others are back, especially Kuruks and Samanic that is not playing today. Hopefully with that we have a a 5 playing, because at the moment Samanic is playing as 5 and he's just a 4. So we'll see how that goes. We are usually in the mid side of the classification, maybe a bit lower, but never that bad. And I hope that comes back and we start doing that after this game.
I think Red Star has been playing really good since the unfortunate sacking of Coach Feropoulos, and they play really, really strong at home, so I'm gonna go with them. Moving to Friday, Turkish Derby, Efes Anadolu against Fenerbahce. What do you say?
Anadolu Efes, yeah.
For me as well, Efes Anadolu.
In this one, well, I think that they are doing a bit better, and Fenerbahce is supposed to be also playing better, but they are not doing it so far. So we will see. Anadolu is playing home. Turkish fans are also huge. Even if it is a derby, we know how the city is divided and everything. So in this one, I will go easy and I will go for the home team and I will go for Anadolu Efes.
For me, Efes is one of the favorites to win it this year. When you have Boboa as your 5th guard,
yeah,
which for any other team maybe have been 2nd or 1st, this means that they are very, very strong. But unfortunately, the only problem that they have is under the basket now with the injuries of Poirier and the unfortunate injury of Papagiannis, who's going to lose the whole year, I think. That's my only thought, and I don't know if they're going to go for getting another player. It's not easy to get very good center these days, especially in Europe. But I think they're going to go for one, and if they get a great player, then perhaps they can win it all. Virtus Bologna against Panathinaikos, or Pana, as you call it.
Panathinaikos.
Okay, Panathinaikos as well, I think. What is your explanation?
Well, we love Dusko Ivanovic down here, but Virtus is a complicated team to manage. I think Pana is doing well. We managed to see them a couple of weeks ago here in Vitoria, and so far I think it's one of the favorites to win a lot of to win even the Euroleague. So I think in that circumstance, I go for the big one. I go for Pana.
I think Virtus is strong at home, but still Panathinaikos I think is probably the strongest team, the deepest team in the Euroleague this year, so I believe they can win there. Partizan against Paris.
Tough one, but I would say Partizan.
Partizan. Yeah, so what do you think?
Partizan has really good players. I saw them on Friday here live. And they are playing in Belgrade, in their court, which means they are 2 players more. And that's a reality, as we said before. Like Serbian teams have something extra when they play home. They had so far a complicated schedule with the other games. They played the same week, Real Madrid, Baskonia far away. But I think they can definitely win. And I'm a big fan of Banja Marinkovic, love Banja Marinkovic. He's not the best, but I love him, so I'll always with Banja.
Okay, I agree with you. I think that Partizan is much stronger. The only possibility for Paris to win is if it goes into a crazy rhythm that I think Partizan cannot control, which is very rare at home. So I'm gonna go with Partizan confidently. I think we're gonna get this one. Definitely.
Even
if we get 1 out of 10, it's gonna be this.
Yeah, we will do it.
And last one, Bayern Munich against Olympiacos.
Olympiacos. Yeah. Why? Well, Bayern is not as strong as it was other years. It's true that German basketball is increasing so much, but it's not reflected at the end on the teams they play. Like they have all the stars somewhere else, not in Germany. Even though they're playing in Germany, I think Olympiacos this year is again, well, one of the top 8 for sure. It's gonna be in the playoffs, and they have a really good team. So I think in this case as well, even though it's gonna be away, I think it's gonna be complicated for Munich to win home. So Olympiacos, for me, it's a better team in this case.
I saw Olympiacos playing today against my team, Panionios. They are very, very strong, and I think Bayern cannot really create any problems to them. So yeah, Olympiacos. Thank you so much for being in my show, Aitziber. And I
thank you so much, Vasilis.
Again in the future.
Of course, I think it's going to be interesting, and it would be great if you someday can come to Vitoria and enjoy our court as well, because it's not as big as the Greeks or the Serbians, but it has some charm as well to come here.
I would love that. Thank you.
Thank you.